Airline traffic, Grumman 26794, turning base, left base 14, airline traffic. Airline traffic, Grumman 26794 is on final for 14. Traffic, 6 up here is 5 nautical miles northwest of the field. We'll be on straight final for 14. Airline traffic, Grumman 26794 is upwind to 14, being closed pattern, airline traffic.
Alright. Almost into the green. I do believe we are in the green.
Well, you don't have to wait to be in the green to go for 75, but yeah.
Back drop. Good drop.
Airland traffic, experimental 9er 11 Echo November is about 2 miles south of the field. We're going to enter the downwind for runway 14.
There it goes, slowly a little
Airland
bit.
traffic, Grumman 26794
Is it moving?
is on downwind for 14, Airland.
Push back down. Try it one more time. I'll watch the power at least this time. Pull it up. Yeah, we lost power, which is right, but the gauge is getting a little stuck. But it indicated the loss in power, so that's the main thing that we look at.
Okay. Are you with the flight instructor right now? Hey John, how's it going?
Alright. Sprite clutch.
Yep.
Good split.
While we're down here too, we never listen to our weather because we're getting this all set up. So just flip this up to the 1. Oh, it got bumped somehow.
Yes. Altimeter 2, 2. Remarks.
Yep.
Density altitude 1,800. Thunderstorm. Information not available.
Alright, how's it going? Over here, Fairland.
We know our weather.
To final at Fairland traffic.
Cool.
David, guess who this is? Alright, sounds like I got Tommy over at Baytown and Sean here at Pearland, is that right? Hey, firm. Double affirmative, alright.
Alright, rolling up to 80.
Airland traffic, experimental 9er 11 Echo November is entering the left downwind for runway 14, airline traffic.
1, 2, 3.
make sure it's at 97. Yep.
100, Caroline traffic.
Alright.
Caroline traffic, 279 is final, runway 14.
Yeah, real quick.
Whenever we're just hanging out,
Yeah.
roll it back.
Okay.
Yeah, just in case you bump something or let something go. At least go down to 75%.
Oh, we're departing in 5 minutes. Alright. Ready?
Yep. Let's go back up to 80.
Caroline traffic, experimental diner, 11 Echo November is turning left gate, runway 14. Caroline traffic.
It's really quiet.
Sounds loud to me, that's why I turned him down.
Oh, okay.
Caroline traffic, 794 is on the go for 14, left clear traffic.
Let me turn my volume up.
Caroline traffic, experimental diner, 11 Echo November is final, runway 14.
And light.
Caroline traffic, Bonanza 65, runway Charlie, about 5 miles to the west, inbound 14, Caroline. Caroline traffic, Skyhawk 738 Bravo Alpha is 4 miles southeast of the field, 1,300 descending to 1,000. We will be crossing the extended center line of the runway, Caroline traffic. Caroline traffic, number 26794 is downwind 14, runway 14, Caroline.
A little busy this evening.
Caroline traffic.
Yeah, they're stepping on each other.
11 Echo November has departed runway 14, entering left traffic, 414. Caroline traffic, Skyhawk 738 Bravo Alpha is approaching Centerwood High, 1,100. We'll be entering 45-degree left downwind for 14. We are trying to see departing traffic.
He's still making his base. We can just do pre-takeoff checks and just get on the go now on Bravo, so that way we're on Alpha to take off a little quicker.
Alright. Lights out, gauges are green. Caroline traffic. Helicopter 838 Sierra Hotel. Departing from Alpha to the south. Fairway.
Clear on the left.
Clear on the right.
And Caroline traffic, Bonanza 35, runway Charlie's short right base, final runway 14, Caroline. Caroline traffic, 794 is final, 14, let's go, left coast traffic, Caroline.
So we're already past 45 minutes. There we
Caroline
go.
traffic, experimental 911 Echo November is left downwind, runway 14.
So it's telling us to fly heading 143, but we're actually going to follow the road. So we'll just get up to altitude, and we'll head over right over to telephone 35, and follow it all the way down.
Downwind for 14, Caroline traffic.
Caroline traffic, helicopter 938, Sierra Hotels, departing to the south, climbing 1,000, last call. Caroline traffic. Okay, you're on with with your lady. Let's just wait till we get to 500. It'll be a little bit easier for us to transmit at that altitude. There's our road right over there, and we'll just follow it all the way down.
Just on my way till I'm over 35.
Okay, that's fine.
Right.
We'll climb up to 1,000. If you were following the GPS, you just follow that gray line.
Okay.
Like I said, the other GPS are more intuitive.
Alright. So if I do it now?
Sure, go for it.
I mean, no, I just don't want to. Left flight control, November 9380 hotel radio check.
Left flight control, this is left flight control for radio check. Say again, your...
Is that her?
What?
Was that her?
Yeah.
Okay.
November 9380 hotel radio check.
Roger, sir. Is this Fuzzy?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Hi, my love, Fuzzy.
Hola.
Nice.
You gonna fly over the medical center?
Negative, ma'am. I'm heading south to Angleton right now. Flying along 35.
Roger. Good copy. Fly safely.
Yes, ma'am. I'll text you when I get down.
Roger, Fuzzy.
Let's keep climbing on up. That was cool.
Yeah.
Fuzzy. And we can just cut straight through. We don't have to do the whole little loop around on 35.
The traffic, I'm in 26794 is downwind, runway 14 for number 3 to
That's
land.
cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Traffic was a pretty nice landing. It taught you how to do those.
You were talking about 738 Bravo Alpha? 738 Bravo Alpha is exiting Alpha 3 at 14.
Pearland traffic, Cessna 25754, turning base, runway 14, Pearland.
I know the pilots are going to give her shit for that.
Yeah.
It's alright. I wonder if the South Base guys are like, I know that dude, he flies over there.
Trim's coming up.
Okay.
Pearland traffic, Cessna 25754.
Looks like the second of those two big towers, the lights are out on it.
Yeah, the ones on the right?
Yeah.
Oh, who would you contact for that? Oh, wait, the one's on the bottom flashing.
Yeah, but the rest of the grid looks out. I know those guys get paid a boatload to fix that stuff.
The one at the top's flashing. But nothing in between.
Oh yeah, just barely. Yeah, so when you do your flight to Galveston, you basically just fly down this, you'll get to the railroad track, and then it just takes you all the way to Galveston.
Traffic 26794 is...
Doesn't get much easier.
We have a traffic sight.
I follow railroads?
Yeah. I mean, technically the road does it too, but...
Yeah, that's Highway 6. And there's Walmart right there.
So we can do now too, since we're currently 22 miles away. With your left hand, you'll push this button.
Okay. With the...
Yeah, so you'll let go of the collective only. Push that button. It'll highlight this, so back on the collective, eyes back outside.
Okay.
With the big knob, go to the left to bring this 128 down to 123.
123 even?
Yep.
And that's the big knob?
Yeah, so we're losing some altitude, so do a little bit back. Always just make sure we're good out here first. We have plenty of time to do it. We're going to end up following the bigger of the two roads that goes to the right.
Okay.
That's the road we're going to follow. See, the big knob's going to change the big numbers. Yep, it's down to 123, eyes out, back outside.
All right.
And then now when you're ready again, go to the small knob, go to the right until it reads 00.
That's the...
Yep, oh, there we go. We're perfectly on with them now. And so when we would get in within like 15 miles or so, all you have to do is push that button and it'll flip the two back and forth, unless that only flips the top one, we think. Yeah. All you're going to have to do about 15 miles out is push this button. So we'll go over this again with the 430. It's a lot better. Just kind of an introduction on this one. Won't be long, and all of them will have the exact same GPS.
Okay. And we're away from here anyway, so let's just go ahead and push that button now. Yep, that'll switch it over. Now we're at 123. Looking good. So now we're on with Texas Gulf Coast. Okay. We don't need to make a call until probably about 8 miles out. So we have plenty of time until then. This right here tells us how far away we are. We're 20 miles. 20.1?
Yep. So it says about 8. You just give a call that we're going to do a touch and go on 17. About 15 miles. We're already on their weather. We'll just flip it up to 1. Usually want to be about 15 miles away. Past that, it's hard to hear. Might not be able to read it.
Yeah.
Now that is beautiful.
Yes. It's like I want to fly it just to turn it, just to get it in the picture.
Go, do it. We can go off course a little bit. Meet with the cumulonimbus cloud right next to it.
Yes, sir.
Let me know if and when you want to take your sunglasses off, and I'll take the controls for a few seconds. So, I mean, we don't have to follow the road exactly. You can just see it in front of us. We can just meet up with it in a couple miles whenever we do.
Yeah, I see it veering off to the right.
Yep. Good cross-country speed. Usually about 75 knots is pretty easy going. Of course, there's a couple smaller towers that are blinking over here, but as we noticed with these 2,000 footers, that one's not really working properly, so never fly right over them just in case.
Oh, I always fly around them.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, there's no way to tell where the top is, because just as that, you see the one on the top is working, the middle's not.
And of course, too, on these big 2,000 footers, you want to obviously keep a lot of clearance. Maybe we're only at 1,000 people. Those guide wires are super hard to see, even during the day, you know? If you ever totally got lost and you had the GPS, you can always follow that line backwards too. You can always just change directions and follow it back to the actual reciprocal, and you run right back into Pearland. So. Right here, we're flying at 69 knots. We're indicating 69, so there is absolutely no wind up here. We're very, very, very little. Which is kind of good in case we had an emergency. That means we could turn around, do any direction we really wanted to try to look for the best spot possible.
I can't tell if that's a actual street or one of those private runways.
I think it kind of looks like a street. Yeah, they are kind of, sometimes those runways are so teeny that it looks identical to a road. So it's like there's one that we head out, we fly over out to Seguin, and I'm looking for it all the time. Like, where is that dang place? It must have taken me 3 flights to actually see where it was. I saw it on the map, but couldn't see it anywhere else. That sunset is beautiful right now.
Yeah, that's really cool. I think I already pointed them out to you last time with those little fields right there with the curvature.
Yeah.
It's not this one right here, but the one after that's really curvatured. Those are rice fields. So that's what we pollinate in the summer.
Now, is that from, all right, what's causing the curvature? Is just like where the seeds are landing from the prop wash and all that?
No. The curvature is actually irrigation, and they do it to the topography of the ground.
Okay.
As much as possible. Even though it's not much topography, they still keep it where it makes it where it will keep flowing from the one side where the water's coming out through the other side. So the whole field gets flooded with about 6 inches or so of water. That's a fun little gig. We're about 15 miles away. With your left hand, you can flip that switch up to 1 so we can actually listen to their weather.
2,600. Thunderstorm. Information not available.
Texas Gulf Coast Regional Airport.
Automated weather observation 0017 Zulu. Wind 110 at 05. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 28 Celsius. Dew point 23 Celsius. Altimeter 299.1. Remarks.
Okay, then you can flip it back down to the neutral position.
1006.
Yep, good to go. So 110 at 5, it's super light. The runway down there that's pointing to the south is 17. So when we do make our call about 8 miles, we still have plenty of distance to go. You just say, yep, Texas Gulf Coast Regional, helicopter 9380 Hotel. Inbound touch and go, runway 17, Texas Gulf Coast. It's actually a pretty impressive airport for a small town. Like I said, Dow Chemical's there, and there's an Era helicopter I know for sure is there. How beautiful that black soil is.
I know.
There's an RV park around here that has like a golf course attached to it. It's, you know, pretty rudimentary looking one, but hell, that'd be awesome if you got an RV park with a freaking few holes you can play.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I think that's it over there. And there's an RV park off to the side, if I remember.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, that is, yeah, that's
I think it's only like 9 holes, but
a little
cool.
9-hole par 3.
Yeah, still fun to play.
I see that tower right there. We're almost in line with the top of it.
Yep. Yeah, but the big thing to practice on cross countries, and you're already doing it, holding at 1,000, 75 knots.
Trying to.
Yep. Now, right now is the perfect time to do it too. You don't have all those thermals and bucking us around. This really gets you good on getting your scan outside, looking in here, just glancing real quick, and then eyes back outside looking for stuff.
Well, that tower isn't even working either.
Maybe it's all from the hurricane. They haven't gotten to it yet.
Maybe.
Over there, on all those little ponds there, it's all fish farms.
Nice. You're guaranteed to catch something, maybe?
Right.
To the northeast, correct?
You can just call it north.
Okay.
I mean, if it's close enough to it, you don't have to be that specific. We're only off by like 10 degrees or so.
Okay.
one benefit of flying with the doors on, it doesn't pick up the wind noise at all. Makes it nice and quiet in here.
Yeah.
I think if we have a visual marker out here, see those white lights in the distance?
Yes.
If anything, you can cheat a little bit to the left side of the road when we come up to the town, because that's more in line where the airport's going to be.
Belleville traffic, Airbus 12, helicopter 1,700.
PHI.
Bellevue.
Next to Belleville Airport. Belleville traffic.
Eight mile.
Yep.
So, Texas Gulf Coast, November 9380 Hotel, 8 miles to the north, or our current distance.
Yeah, just say 8 miles to the north at 1,000 feet, touch and go 17.
Alright.
Texas Gulf Coast.
Texas Gulf Coast, helicopter November 9380 Hotel, currently 7 miles to the north, touching air traffic 17, Texas Gulf Coast.
Yeah, probably the only thing you could have thrown in there was we're at 1,000 feet, but no biggie.
Yeah.
Getting a little low, we'll bump ourselves back up. The airport's on the left side of the town, so we can fly to my 11 o'clock or heading probably just due south. Will work out well for us.
Between the road and the little water tower?
Yeah, it's actually this open field over here. Probably, yeah, pretty much just hold this heading right here should be fine. It'll come into view.
Rural towns do love their high schools.
Oh yeah, it's Friday Night Lights, baby.
You? Yeah, they should be starting at 7. Yeah, they're starting now because you see the tent in there in the end zone.
Oh, yep.
They're putting the smoke up. There they go. I knew it. They start at 7:30.
Called it. And we can just do another call at 3 miles. There's like these row of trees out there in the distance, and you see those 3 white lights at your 1 o'clock in between 12 and 1. That's the airport. So when we actually get out to this road again, we'll kind of
veer off to the right.
Yep. And then we'll set up for
is that a ditch or a power line corridor that's running right through there?
I think it's railroad tracks again.
Okay. They start veering off to the right?
Yeah, sure. And you can now see at their 12 o'clock, the very beginning of the runway. It's a pretty good sized runway. Remember we looked it up, it was, 7,000 feet, I believe? Yep, 7,000 feet. And you can slowly start coming down. It's the same altitude pretty much as Pearland, so when we turn final, we'll be at 400 feet indicated.
Okay.
There's the runway way over there. We probably don't have to keep veering. You can probably just go, maybe point your nose toward that lake out in the distance.
Okay.
You do your long cross country when you leave the airport, that's the lake I'm talking about. It's pretty easy to see on your northbound heading. You just kind of fly to it, and then from there direct to the really tall Missouri City power line, or towers.
Alright. 3 mile call out.
Okay.
Texas Gulf Coast, helicopter November 9380, hotel currently at 900 feet, touching air traffic 17, Texas Gulf Coast.
Yep, only thing you forgot it was over 3 miles.
No.
Very good. And the next call we'll do is whenever we turn final. Because we're not really doing a base, it's more like we're lining ourselves up for a final. Okay, we can do our pre-landing checks. We usually do them on our downwind, but yep, do our normal checks.
Alright, lights out, gauges are green. Carb heat is not up since we didn't do downwind, but
cool, and then trim is coming in.
Okay, thank you. Oop, there we go. Hey, now I feel it gets stiff.
Yep. And we'll just shoot for the 1,000-foot markers right next to the the approach lights. See if they do get any brighter. See?
There we go. Oh, that's awesome. Texas Gulf Coast, helicopter 938 Sierra Hotel, final approach 17, Texas Gulf Coast.
Two ambers, 2 reds, this means you're exactly on glide slope. Kind of follows you in, and we'll just shoot for the 1,000-foot markers. Right over there at those orange lights, nice prison. Actually, on the long cross country, you fly over like 4 prisons or something crazy.
Yeah. That's what Texas has a lot of.
Blade flapping. So it's calling us a little above glide slope. Remember, it's set up for airplanes though, so it's not really going to be perfect for us. Just keep doing what we always teach you to do. Car beat's coming off.
Okay, thank you.
Got some S92s over there, at least one. Check those guys out.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, they're real nice. Dow Chemical, their G5s there. And if you notice over there, there's a small building with kind of a row of lights next to the big red hangar.
I like their food.
That's a restaurant there. It's pretty good. We'll definitely hit that up on your commercial.
All right.
Yep.
Texas Gulf Coast, helicopter 938 Sierra Hotel on the go. 17, Texas Gulf Coast.
Yep. Do your brief takeoff checks.
Nice out, gauges are green.
Yep. Turn that off for now. Yeah, Sikorsky 76 and a S92. Those are Papillon helicopters, I believe.
Yeah, I do like the S92s.
They're huge. They're pretty awesome. Those just do a right pattern, come back in, we can do a steep approach down to the 1,000-foot markers.
Air traffic here, 1125 Tango, or nav 17 full stop or 10 miles to the north.
He'll probably come in by the time we ever make our way around. And we'll just use our normal altitudes like we do over in Pearland.
Okay.
Oh, the moon's really cool looking too.
Oh yeah.
Have them work on a farm over here apparently. Doing something constructive, I guess.
What is that? Is that the prison right there?
Yep, prison and then a prison farm.
Nice.
Texas Gulf Coast, helicopter 938 Sierra Hotel, right down lane 17, Texas Gulf Coast.
Cool, we'll just look for his landing light on our way over here. Doing an instrument approach over to 17.
Texas Gulf Coast area traffic, Air 1125 Tango, we have the helicopter traffic in sight. We're about 3 north of the field on the RNF.
And we'll be looking for a 938 Sierra Hotel.
Will you take the controls? I want to take the controls.
Yep, I have control.
Alright. Alright, I have the controls.
You have the controls. He's 3 miles out. Find him.
To the north, correct? There he is. Wait, maybe that's him right here, 12 o'clock. High. See the red beacon?
Could be him, yeah. Yeah, we'll just come in behind him.
Just an extended downwind?
Yep.
Texas Gulf Coast area traffic, Air 1125 Tango, across the outer marker inbound.
He knows where we are.
Oh, okay.
Clear that inbound traffic inside of Texas Gulf Coast, 938 Hotel.
Roger that, we're full stop.
So you can maintain your normal airspeed. Remember, at least 60 on or down when we'll go 70 knots. Dang, looks like he's flying slow.
I know.
Should be doing 90 knots though. Man, it smells like burnt garbage over here.
Yep.
Okay, we can start going right base and just tell them that we'll be number 2 following the traffic.
Texas Gulf Coast, helicopter 938 Sierra Hotel, right base, 17, number 2.
Roger, got you off the wing site. There you go, Coast traffic, Air 1125 Tango, short final, runway 17, full stop.
Hey, clear over here.
Yeah, Cleveland traffic, Banana 0 Pop Foxtrot over 59, west of the field, inbound.
Yeah, we're almost 3 miles away. He said he was 3 miles away. He's more like 6 when he made that call.
Right. Texas Gulf Coast, helicopter 938, Sierra Hotel, final approach, number 217. Full.
Now let's just do another normal. Steve's going to take forever, and we're already at 40 minutes, so.
Okay. 1,000-foot marker?
Yep, that'll work. Someone's having fun trying to turn lights on. There it goes again.
Like, whoever's diddle fucking the mic quit.
Texas Gulf Coast area traffic, Air 1125 Tango is clear of the activist Echo taxiing Alpha to the restaurant.
Maybe it is open for dinner. Fire beat's coming on.
Thank you.
Houston Southwest traffic, Cluster 769 Alpha is on a 10-mile final for runway 9er. We're flying the localizing line approach.
Okay, we can depart, and we'll just do a left turnout this time when we hit 400 feet on our upwind.
Alright. Lights out, gauges green. Texas Gulf Coast traffic, helicopter 938, Sierra Hotel, on the go, departing, full left. Texas Gulf Coast.
You know, just say departing 17 with a left turnout to the north or something like that. The same guy's at it again. So just in case you're ever at an airport, we can do our turnout now, out to the left. We'll have you programmed direct back to KLVJ in the air, so we can just get some practice in. And that way, in case you're ever on like a cross country or a solo, and you don't have time to set it down or the taxiway is really busy, you just go down, get up in the air, and once you get altitude again, then you can push the hold direct to get to your next location on a cross country. But sometimes it does happen.
Turn the landing light off?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we'll push this D right here with your left hand. Yep, so small knob to the right one time.
Oh, sorry, all right, small knob.
Very good. Okay, now big knob over. L. Okay, reset everything, looking good. Check around for anybody around us. Okay, now small knob again.
East and southwest, 769er Alpha is on a 5.5 mile.
Yep, enter.
Runway 9er, flying the Woodward approach.
Good to go. Can't remember which knob is on this damn thing. There it is. Oh. One big knob to the right on this one to get this screen where it's a little more user friendly. But for us tonight, you can see we'll go to about your 1 o'clock. A little bit of right pedal, though, that wind coming in. That light that's heading away at or the road that's going, we can see the cars on it. That's where we're going to follow. And then now you have your little line as well. So just like down here, 1,000 feet, look for 75 knots and try to hold it.
Want me to do last call for Texas Gulf Coast?
Yeah, you can just say clear to the north. Texas Gulf Coast Helicopter 9380 Hotel is clear to the north. Last call, Texas Gulf Coast.
Texas Gulf Coast traffic, November 9380 Hotel. Currently at 1,000 feet, departing to the north, last call. Texas Gulf Coast.
Cool. And then we know our radios are going to be the same, so you can just push your frequency button and it'll flip it back over to the weather and Pearlands. We have that. And now it's going to be the weather down here, and we still have, actually not the weather, the comms. We only went to one other place, so you can just push your transfer button again. Just push it right at that one right there.
Mile final for runway 9er.
Didn't register. Try one more time. There we go. And now we're on with our radios back to Pearland.
Blanca, 96 Victor, entering a left downwind for runway 1 for Pearland.
Still busy in Pearland.
Yeah, I know, right? We take the controls for a little bit.
Yep, I have the controls.
Traffic, base on 6241 Zulu, base for 14, full stop, air traffic.
They're wanting those lights on.
I know, he must have switched frequencies trying it over here now.
I have the controls.
You have the controls. 75 knots, 1,000.
Pearland traffic, Blanca, 96 Victor, turning a left base for runway 14, Pearland.
It looks like somewhere around 20, 21 inches. Looks perfect.
Pearland traffic, base on 6241 Zulu, final for 14, full stop. Pearland traffic, Blanca, 96 Victor, turning final, runway 14, Pearland.
Got a good radio.
Yeah. Sometimes on 122A we just pick up stuff so far away too. It's like pretty crazy, especially at night or something. You should go land in the middle of the football game and ruin it.
Oh my God, that would freak people out. That would be on Facebook before we could take off.
Just doing a mask on, we'll put tape over the tail number. I'm just kidding.
Turn the, I'll turn that fog box off.
Yeah. track us back to Pearland. The iPad's really great. It helps you out a lot. But actually doing the knobs sometimes and moving around your finger, it can be a lot easier using the knobs or bouncing around and stuff. It's rough air. And so we always look at the iPad as a backup more than anything, or else to assist you on things. Never as your primary. Knowing your GPS, the 430s are like $9 grand or something crazy. And but they're designed to work, because the moment you rely on this as your primary, it's an iPad. It's, you know, it's going to die on you at the worst possible moment. So we like to use them, but only as a backup or an assistance. Whoa! 2 ducks just went like right by us.
I didn't even see him.
The only reason I saw him is a little bit of light still over here. Not cool. Freaking one of my coworkers had a bird smash right here only about 3 weeks ago. Didn't do anything to the windscreen. It was actually on the 44. Yeah, smashed it. Even get ourselves back up to 75 now. Remember, at night, the scan's really important. You know, we're looking for any lights, everything at night too. We're gonna use our rods, so they're on the side of our eye, so it's that off-angled viewing. That's why continuing the scan is really important, because you'll probably catch something in the side of your eye. Should be back in about 15 minutes. Should be pretty close to perfect on timing wise.
Got power lines under us?
Yep. So I can make them out faintly?
Yeah.
One of those times we're going to be over some trees. Maybe our best bet would be with the road. You know what I mean, if we had to.
But then again, you never know when the power line's going to cross the road.
No, that's true. But right here, a lot of trees. We could probably make it over that field there, no problem. Now that field. Over here, there's a lot of open fields.
Yeah.
Lights are adjustable, just to let you know, so you can make them a lot brighter if you need to. I kind of like them somewhere around, right around there, I guess.
I just don't want to know where, like, I don't mind dim, that way I can just see where the gauges are.
Yeah. Where they're supposed to be. Yeah, for commercial, we have to do 5 hours a night.
What about instrument?
We just like to fly at night whenever possible. Air is nice and smooth, or even like the dusk flight like we did tonight.
Yeah.
You get some nighttime out of it. You know, and then less people in the air. Air is nice and smooth, makes it really easy to hold your altitude and airspeed. Because the big deal on approaches is the best you can, like, you know, just kind of hold what you got. You know, just make.
How are the approaches at Gulf Coast? I mean,
they have a couple different ones. We mainly go to Galveston because that's where the examiner takes you. But we hit up Gulf Coast, and you know, he was doing RNAV in the 1.7. It sounded like. But they're all set up the same. I mean, there's only a couple different types that we do. We'll do one GPS, a VOR, which VOR is pretty rudimentary. Then ILS is it's an older school way than the GPS, but it's, you know, it gives you a glide slope that you actually can follow.
Yeah, the landing approach.
Yep. So, and we'll get all that kind of stuff under instrument. Yeah, I doubt the weather's changed much, but we're 12 miles out. We can flip that switch up to 1 just to make sure.
0. Sky condition clear. Temperature 28 Celsius. 2.22 Celsius. Altimeter 2.991.
Yep, for Mark. Hasn't changed.
Density altitude 1,000.
Another person clicking. And we'll just look for our civilian beacon, white then green.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Huntsville, Cessna 2 Tango Lima, 5 miles south, 2000 climbing, 4000 will be departing to the east, Huntsville. Our beacon out at my 11 o'clock. It's kind of faint. It's about 3/4 of the way to the horizon line.
I see it.
Yep.
The plane that's like, I guess, a couple thousand feet is directly right above it.
Yep. Sounds like everybody at Pearland shut down.
4, orange out.
Pearland traffic, helicopter 938 here. It's currently 8 miles to the south at 1,200. Pearland.
Only on that one too you can add in there, because who you are, where you are, what you got, and what you're going to do. So we're going to do a full stop on 1-4.
I figured as much, but
That's all we're doing. It's practice. Just on our next call, we'll tell them to do our... We're
Right,
join
entering a right downwind?
Yep, we're going to join a right downwind. Like Highway 6 right here.
Yep.
Yep, we're joining back up with 35 right here. Looks like.
I'm slowly descending into...
That's fine.
In case you thought I wasn't paying attention to...
Fairline traffic, helicopter 938 Sierra Hotel, currently at 800 feet, 3 miles to the south, entering right downwind, runway 14, Fairland.
Perfect. Okay, trim's coming back in.
Okay. Alright, you feel it when...
Oh yeah.
It's like now you're fighting it.
Yep. And some are worse than others, that's for sure.
Pearland traffic, Aerostar 505 Victor Charlie, 4 to the east inbound for Pearland, 1,200.
I see him, he's right there. That has to be him.
Okay, let's not go any lower than 600.
Yeah. Fairline traffic, helicopter 938 Sierra Hotel, right downwind, 14 Fairline.
Traffic, Aerostar 5 Charlie, entering a left downwind for 14 Pearland.
There's no way in hell he is that close to me.
He called it early.
You want to go to the taxiway or hit the...
Yeah, we can go to the taxi.
Okay.
No biggie.
Downwind checks, lights out, gauge screen, carb heat is up.
Yep.
I turn landing light off now.
Perfect.
Fairline traffic, helicopter 938 Sierra Hotel, entering our right base, gonna parallel taxiway, runway 14, Fairland.
He's scooting along pretty good, it looks like.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, taxiway looks clear. It'll be easier to see the lights once we line up with it, the blue ones.
Yeah.
Hey, clear over here.
Alright.
Fairline traffic, helicopter 938, Sierra Hotel, final approach, taxiway Alpha. Fairline.
Okay, we're a little high. A little bit of right pedal.
Star, turning left base for 14, Fairline full stop, has the helicopter sight. Traffic, go sir, 5 Victor Charlie, turning left, final, 14, full stop, Fairline.
Fairline traffic, 938, Sierra Hotel, we're going to shoot for that Alpha Bravo intersection from Fairline. That way he doesn't try to turn into us.
No, good thinking. Car beats coming down.
Thank you.
Okay, we look perfect on time.
Fairline traffic, helicopter 938, Sierra Hotel, just parking the active traffic on Bravo, Fairline.
Black traffic, go star, clear runway, Fairline.
When I'm, like, just then, I don't have to be at 300 feet descent rate, right? As long as I'm just going for my spot.
No, as long as you're above 30 knots and you're a little above it, and keep it at 35, start dropping it down even more. I mean, technically speaking, as long as your trim strings are up, you're above ETL, so you don't need to worry of setting with power.
Okay.
We just always do the 30 knots as a buffer. I mean, ideally, especially for like a check ride example, you're going to want to just coast it down. If you get it perfect, usually 200 to 300 is pretty perfect. But yeah, if you notice you're a little high and you still have the airspeed, go at 500 feet per minute. You know, no biggie, get yourself back on your glide slope where you're supposed to be. And you
I don't know how that one was. I mean,
it felt really good to me.
It's just like, I don't have to use like a 300-foot descent rate if I'm going for my spot, and that's the spot that I want.
Yep.
And as long as I hit it, I can.
Yeah, but you can go faster than it or a little bit less as long as you're above.
As long as you're above ETL.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, that's.
So, and just like last night, we'll point it into the hangar.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Let's say that. That very last digit on the very.
It is a